Namaste everyone and welcome back. We are now on the 31st session. As I said, initially we'll do 15 sessions each of each type just to get the familiarity and some practice so that whoever wants to continue on their own, you are fairly equipped to get into your own practice sadhana in that sense of how the Vedas would teach us, how the Vedas would show us. So, Dhyanam, Upasana, meditation is a very qualifying exercise, mental exercise. Just as for the physical body, we have physical exercises, fundamentals, good food, certain minimum movement of the body will keep the physical body healthy. In the same way, a certain regularity in mind exercises is very healthy for a spiritual orientation to life. If one wants something to take with them, even if it doesn't mean liberation straight away, Jivan Mukti straight away, even then, if you want to take something away with you in life, it is how much your mind has been harnessed by you. And meditation is a great tool for it. Has so many advantages that probably are not even perceptible to us enough. And whatever is perceptible can take half a day to explain away the numerous benefits, other than the fact that we may not even recognize all the benefits that dhyan, upasana can bring to a qualifying mind, a mind which is to be ready for qualification. So, for Vidya, for Atma Vidya, qualification for Atma Vidya. We finished first basic that I have been maintaining throughout is getting a good grasp over relaxation, dhyan, for mental peace, shanti, immediate shanti, and allowing the physical and the mind to be at peace from its involuntary expressions, as if involuntary, when the mind takes off on its own. So, allowing certain first minimum control over physical relaxation, mental relaxation. Second is upasana for concentration, focus, and with the help of upasanas, daily worships. Mentally done is an upasana, physically done is a puja. The same puja done mentally is an upasana. So, upasana is a great advantage which accumulates over time. So, yeah, all Vedic practices have a lot of persistent, continuous practice before the jiva finds himself blessed by them. So, they are not as superficial, just oriented to something immediate. And because they take so much time to bring anugraha, it also means that it is that much more lasting. So the results are also extremely lasting. They don't exhaust very fast. And certain results of upasanas are almost a permanent, eternal, permanent effect. So with this, we have kind of given an outlook. We've done 3 devtas. Devtas as in Devtas, and then what is popular as Bhagwan. So we've done Vayu Devta, we've done Surya Devta, and we have just done a little sample of Ganesha. Ganesha can be replaced by whatever is your Ishta Devta. It can be Krishna, it can be Shiva, it can be Devi, anything. And if you know any of those stutis or the artis of respective whoever you're doing upasana for, or the shlokas, there are certain sahasranamas that go with them. Those sahasranamas are meant for mind to remain focused on it. So if it's Devi, you can do Lalita Sahasranama. So as long as you're mentally repeating it, the idea always was that you would have that one would have memory of it. So once you have a memory of those shlokas, it becomes easier to do upasana on it. Today onwards, we will start with expansion. Expansion as in vistar. Recognizing the mind as a vistar. It expand the expansive hold. How expansive can the mind become? Get. How expansive can we make it? So concentration is how focused we bring it. Ekagra, we make it on a single point. Expansive is just the opposite. How expansive, how Vistrit is the best we can say. How far can your mind leave the sense of individual and accept the total and be one with the total? So it is not very, it is actually very easy a meditation. And for every such meditation, you will find if you're doing expansion, you started with relaxation, a little namaskar to whoever is your chosen deity, and then into expansion. And expansion further brings more relaxation and more depth. So I'll just conclude today by saying that mind is, we all know by now from Vedic perspective, is a storehouse of impressions. So we keep them, it's already there. At a time, there are only very few that surface. Even in a lifetime, there are very few that surface. There's a whole bundle of impressions that are embedded in what we carry as a sense of I, as a sense of mind. So, mind has many layers, as we would say in today's words. It has depth. Mind has a tremendous depth. Depth has in, I'm repeating myself because it's a very important point to understand. Appreciate in oneself, because the more one appreciates, the more one sees that how effective dhyan gets. If one is able to understand that with persistent practice of Vedantic meditations, you come to the depth of your mind. And when you come to the depth of your mind, these three will help, these three types of meditations help in arriving slowly at what is held inside by oneself, which is later on in the fifth, the pure Vedantic meditation, the Nididhyasana itself, one then does Atmanatma Vichar for it. But important is to appreciate that our minds are not what we understand in the superficial waking realm in one lifetime. It is held in depth. And because it's held in depth means the focus and the attention, our willful attention, only remains at the surface. It's like an ocean. And we are only touching the surface most often till somebody goes deep into it. So our mind is something that has to be, one becomes comfortable with the depth of the mind that one has. Again, I'll repeat myself. Without Atma Vidya, there is It's a open realm of unknown to unknown. But when there is Atma Vidya, then this depth just keeps surfacing at the superficial level, and it has an opportunity to eradicate itself, exhaust itself, empty itself, free yourself, free oneself from it. So, with this, we will start expansion. Some of us are aware of it, we've done it sometimes in our sessions, weekly sessions, classes. But for those who are not aware of it or are joining straight away, fresh into these online sessions, just follow the instructions. The word itself is the clue. The clue is expand, expand the mind. So we will take a comfortable position, cross leg, sitting on the floor on a firm asana or on a chair. Hands interlocked, placed in front of you, or whichever way you are comfortable as a mudra. Palms facing upwards or on your knees, resting. Spine straight, head and neck straight, your face straight, not tight. Always start with a few deep breaths. Inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth. By now, you would have started your relaxation. For those who still need help, always start with your feet upwards. Rub it. Wriggle your toes and leave it. Shift the attention to your calf, pounding it. All along, mentally observing it. If your mind has been preoccupied, don't worry. That is its nature, and we can only be thankful that it registers. but we are focusing on the one who registers. So, for that, it's okay. All thoughts fall in the observation mode, they can be observed. So, just observe them and bring your attention back to the part of the body from where you deviated. Ankle, calf, knee joint, rabbit, thighs, hip joints, low back, rub it upwards towards your shoulder, applying a little pressure from the base of your palm. Tingle with your fingers down. Bring it up. Down. Up. Down. Rub your shoulder muscles a bit. If there are any concerns from the world, leave them under Ishvara's order for some time. Watch your arms, observe them, gaze them, your palms, your fingers. Observe the falling and rising of your stomach. Observe the breath. Take your time. For unless and until the breathing is synchronized, between your stomach and your chest, it won't be very effective. There will always be days when you need more time to do relaxation, and some days you will immediately get it. That's okay. Observe your breath at the nose, nostrils. As you inhale in deeply and exhale from the nose 5 times. The test of your relaxed, peaceful mind is if it has become even one layer less occupied. Your eyelids may become heavy and your body may sway. And if you are deeply relaxed, you almost won't feel the body for some time. Bring to your mind the Vayu Devta. Offer the Namaskar. Appreciating the quality that you recognize the most of this Devata. Release it. Visualize the solar orb and the Devata, Surya Devata. Resplendent, mentally offer the gel as you say, Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Mentally or loudly, do your Gayatri Mantra once. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Offer your prostrations and seek the blessing that may our buddhi always shine with the light of Atma Vidya and lead us as we conduct our life. Bring your attention to the air going in the nostrils. Observe the temperature. Can you hear any sound around you? A bird, wind, hustling of some leaves. A natural sound is preferable. Otherwise, your fan or any sound, some vehicle. Whatever the sound be, observe where they enter from. The bird would have come and gone. Are there too many birds? Chirping. Observe where it is entering. The bird you were listening to, entering through the dwar of your ears, the door of the ear. Just be aware of the ear and its entry, sound entering. Don't interfere with it. Don't develop a like or a dislike for it. Just observe that this is always a recipient. Who carries the sound? It can be the words you're listening now, the bird chirping, or listening to the words here. How different in nature they are. The bird language you do not know, but these words you can understand. But the ear has picked them up both. What was the medium of travel? How did they reach your ear? The bird is not in your immediate available space. What you're listening from where you listen is not in your immediate space. And yet you hear. Be a neutral observer. Don't develop a like or a dislike. The more you remain aware of it, yes, it is going to be pleasant. It will give a joy. But as a byproduct, you don't have to form a like or a dislike for it. The sound has traveled through space. Akashavani. Words, sounds are carried in space by space. Akasha. Bring to your mind what you know as space, Akash, the vast blue sky above. Observe it from ground floor. Imagine sitting in a lawn with fresh air tingling the skin, and you look up. Streaks of cloud and beams of sun rays falling around. Breeze bringing the sound of the leaves hustling, birds chirping, the nose bringing the fresh fragrance of flowers around. But you look up and see the skies. How much can you see? Imagine you're on the 25th floor. And now you look up the skies. How much can you see? Imagine you are on the 75th floor. Look down, what can you see? How tiny. People and vehicles and everything is around. Look up the skies from here. Imagine now that it is night, and from 75th floor you're looking up the sky. How many luminous bodies do you see on a clear sky? And look down as well. Look up again. Imagine you're in a space shuttle, in a space station, revolving round the earth. And look at space now. Would you call that Akash also? Gaze this expanse that your eyes can reach. Is space limited by the eyes, the sight, the sound? Wherever you go, in the space shuttle as well, space is already there. Come back to the 75th floor, 25th floor. Ground. And hear your bird again, or the sound that you heard before. Observe your breath. Wherever you go, air is there, space is there, fire is there, Surya is there. And you are there. Appreciate this. There is the experienced and the experiencer. To your Ishta Devta, offer the Namaskar. Seek blessings or not. To conclude, I will chant Om once. You may open your eyes, wiggle your toes and fingers whenever you want. The next session, we will just start with expansion straight away. I am also planning to start the evening meditation session. If any one of you is interested, let me know. We'll have it around 5:30 on Mondays and Fridays to start with. So morning and evening. Morning we'll have 6:30 as we are having, and evening we will have at 5:30. If some of you are interested, we can plan. And evening we will repeat what we try and do in the morning with a little more of relaxation first, because it is the foundation, and the more one gets the foundation strengthened, more one has carry forward, because more the knowledge gets clearer, more one will have the tool for chitta shuddhi and mananam and nididhyasanam. So maybe we will start from this week. Some of you are saying yes, that's good enough to start. Whoever can join would be great. The idea has always been to minimize our non essential involvement in the world and its activities. And thank you, Nishi, and all of you, Malini, Kumud, Leelaji, Dipali, Rajni, Priyanka. Thank you, Madhula, Kumud, Vani, Juhi, all of you. So thank you so very much. Shubh Dinam. Today is Friday, so Monday I will send the thing. I still have to organize. I just thought about this, that it would probably help us further to strengthen this. So we will have a class session morning and evening on Mondays and Fridays. Thank you, everyone. Shubdinam. Remain in Anugraha, Atma Anugraha. Thank you.